A major transition is unfolding inside Red Bull, and the team's next moves could determine whether Max Verstappen sees a future there. After months of losing key personnel, the Austrian team has suddenly changed direction with two strategic decisions that could reshape its future. And they send a powerful message to both Verstappen and the rest of Formula One. The first move was convincing Tom Hart to stay instead of joining Williams. Hart spent years as Verstappen's performance engineer and now works across both Red Bull cars. He had been set to become Alex Albon's race engineer at Williams, but Red Bull persuaded him to remain, with expectations that he will eventually replace Gianpiero Lambiase as race engineer when Lambiase departs for McLaren in 2028 after his mandatory gardening leave. The second announcement may be even more significant. Red Bull confirmed it has signed Gwen Legrue away from Mercedes to lead its junior driver program. Legrue is regarded as one of Formula One's most respected talent scouts and played a major role in bringing George Russell and Kimi Antonelli into Mercedes. Toto Wolff admitted Mercedes is still discussing Legrue's future, explaining why his start date has not yet been confirmed. This is where things change. Legrue's arrival is about much more than replacing Helmut Marko. Internally, Red Bull views the signing as proof that it can still attract elite figures from rival teams after losing major names like Adrian Newey, Rob Marshall, Jonathan Wheatley, and the soon-to-depart Lambiase. That's the real issue. Red Bull is trying to prove its rebuilding project remains attractive despite years of high-profile departures. Team principal Laurent Mekies has made his philosophy very clear. He said Red Bull's first option will always be promoting talent from within, but if the team needs specific expertise, it will recruit from competitors without hesitation. Hart represents Plan A, Legrue represents Plan B. Together, they perfectly reflect the strategy Mekies wants for the next era of Red Bull. The rebuilding effort also focuses heavily on young drivers. Red Bull still believes its future depends on developing its own stars through Racing Bulls and its academy. Isaac Hadjar and Arvid Lindblad have already justified that approach during 2026, while Nikola Tsolov is widely viewed as the next prospect waiting in line. The arrival of Legrue is intended to strengthen that pipeline even further. This changes everything. But one question continues to overshadow every decision Red Bull makes: Max Verstappen. The team is working to build an environment that convinces its four-time world champion to stay, including keeping Hart, whom Verstappen reportedly already saw as Lambiase's natural successor. Mekies insists Red Bull still has the depth, talent and people needed to return to the front. Whether Verstappen shares that confidence remains the biggest unanswered question of all. What's your take on this situation? Share your opinion below and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Formula One updates.